So I had a page that I'm doing over. I forgot I was tape recording. I'm not starting over. And I just threw some white gesso on it. And I sprayed it with water. And I'm going to take paper towel. I'm just going to give it a quick lift up so you get that great texture. And you can see it wasn't like fully, it wasn't all acrylic. It was water based paint also. But you get this great texture. And I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. Oh, I'm all over the place today. Couldn't find my regular journal. Hate when I do that. Okay. So I'm just going to give this a quick dry because I like that texture on there from the paper towel. I don't want to lose it. This is for Art Journal with Annie, actually. I didn't know if I mentioned it or not. But the background was a bit bright. And my dogs are barking right now as I'm recording. Which is always lovely. Sorry. So I'm going to give that a second to dry and cool off. And don't know why. It's thunder in here, so. Okay, so far we have that. And I didn't want to completely start on a fresh page because I really loved all the colors and everything on here that it gives it. Kind of gives it that milky, kind of great texture. So let's see what I wanted to do next. What I want to do next is I want to take my marker, and I'm going to do this on, use both pages. I'm going to do that. I'm not worrying about it being completely delicious. And even, obviously, heart. And I'm probably going to do this. Sorry, I have a sore throat today, so I sound like squeaky. Just do a little bit of that. And then I'm going to go for the old Roy G. Biv. Because the song has to do with, and I'll put the song and the video down in the comments. You guys can watch it. Has to do with being gay and equality and all kinds of different things. So this is what I thought of because I've been struggling with what to do. So let's hope this turns out of what I want it to be. I envision things in my head. And then when I go to do them, I'm like, ah. Okay. And I'm just going to take a page I have here and kind of, this page is destroyed, so I'll end up gluing that together, but just to get that red off, let's do some orange. That's my French. That's my brush off. I need to have a sink right here next to where I paint. I'm constantly needing new water. Okay. Come on, baby. You can do it. Okay. I'll do some orange. Can you get where I'm going with this? I'm not going to worry about drawing the red before I put the orange on. If it intermixes, it's okay with me. Just make sure you get that little, clean it up because finger's the best thing to use. I really should put some Q-tips in here, but no biggie. And just go over it. Okay, take off your brush. Give it a dry. Okay. Just paint that on. Again, don't care if it blends. I kind of want it to blend. Apparently somebody drew Mr. Potato on that part of my, had to be one of my kids at some point. This is one of my older journals. I'm actually straightening up redoing my art room downstairs. And I can't find my journal that I usually work in. So I just picked this one up because I had this thought in my head. Let me just blast this with the hairdryer, the heat gun real quick. Give that a second. Okay. Again, we can clean all this up later, or you can do it when you see it. It's going to storm here and my lights are blinking. And now some green, because it's Roy G. Biv. And I'm just grabbing whatever color I need that I see, because I have to go through my paints and I have to organize better. But I'm okay about that. Take my brush, give it a dab, go in with my green. Okay. Stop pigments at all. I'm trying to get this done before it thunders and lightnings. Isn't that funny? Clean that up a little bit. Roy G. Biv, what's next? Some bleh. Go to our blue. And purple is my favorite color, so we'll be hitting that last. My God, my kids must have drawn in here. How funny. That's how old this is. Just go over that with some blue. because you can't beat paint on paint on paint. I'm going to hit it. I know you guys hate when I do this, but I'm going to. That's a transfer I did right there. That heart. Yep. That's a transfer I did with matte medium. That's an inkjet. How you like that? I know I think I've shown it to you on my YouTube. I love doing transfers, and you don't need a laser printer to do it. You can see how perfect that came out. And I didn't do anything to it but transfer it. So go through my old videos if you want to know how to, and if you can't find it or need better instructions, let me know. Because I love doing them. And I love teaching, obviously. Alright. So let's get that off. See, my yellow's kind of gone into my greens. Let's just kind of help that along for a minute. And now some purple. You know, smart people get their colors out first, and I never do. And every time I say, I'm going to get out my colors first. But do I? No, I don't. And I feel really bad about that. I really do. We'll just do this is a Plum Kiss. And that is from Apple Barrel. These are all craft paints. And if you want to brighten up this purple, for instance, I don't have my, do I? You can add a little bit of gesso to it, and it'll brighten it up a little bit. Oh gosh, never do this on camera. Just a bloop. It'll brighten it up. Okay. Yeah, never do this. Don't mix on your paper you're painting. But it just does, the gesso does add a brightness to it, which is really great. And using a smaller brush at this point probably would be a wiser choice than what I'm doing. Which I'll probably have to get now that I smeared my blue one, but it'll just add. I'm just going to go back to my Squish or Squish page. I did that one. Some of the other ones I have no idea. See, look. You don't waste it. You're just getting layer upon layer. I'm going to hit this with the dryer for a second. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know how the weather is by you guys, but it is wicked here. It is in the high 90s. So humid, I can't step outside. And not only that, it's constantly raining and thunderstorming. And then it gets sunny, and then it rains and thunderstorms. I don't know. I don't understand. And honestly, I don't want to understand. I just wanted to stop. All right, I'm just going to go in here and clean this up a little bit. As you can see, I made a few boo-boos. But isn't that the fun of painting? And I'm not too worried about the black line because I can go over that with my marker. And I'll just bring that down there a little bit. And I'm probably going to need another coat of that, so I'll just leave that there. I'm going to hit all this with the heat gun. Just to give it a quick dry. Especially this purple, since I want to do another coat. I wish I could find my darker purple. And I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I'm done here with you guys. I just want to kind of give a hair dryer. Use a hair dryer. You don't need to have a heat gun. I've been saying that a lot in a lot of my videos because a lot of people ask me. I get a lot of emails saying, "What do I do if I don't have a heat gun?" And I tell them, you only need a heat gun if you're embossing. That's the main thing. go to the thrift store, go to Walmart, go to your drugstore. I just got the catalog in the mail from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they have one on sale for $19.99, so I'm sure Walmart probably has one cheaper. You only need one with one speed, a high speed or medium speed or whatever. You don't need a fancy schmancy, 13 million 100-watt one. Just need a cheap one, and that dries your paint. And then you're not cooking your paint. You don't get the bubbles like you do with the heat gun, and you don't have to be with the in crowd who has the heat gun. I'm going to buy me a hair dryer for that reason, because like even on here drying it, you can see where it bubbles up. I love my heat gun. I use it for everything. You just hold it further away. But sometimes it takes longer to dry something with the heat gun, believe it or not, than if you just use your hair dryer. But right now I'd have to fist fight my daughter for the hair dryer. And I'll just go buy a cheap one. Okay. So I'm so happy with that. Now, let me pull up. Bear with me for a second. I could sing if I really wanted to. I've never heard this song before until Annie had put it up. Remember, it's Art Journal with Annie. And the song is called, I'm going to tell you. She has musically inspired challenges, which I love. Same Love by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, who apparently, I thought Ryan Lewis was just singing as a little backup on the song until I mentioned it to my daughter. I said, I have to do this journal page. I probably said this in another video. I have to do this journal page for my art challenge with Annie, and it's Same Love by Macklemore and some Ryan Lewis or somebody singing on it with him. I don't even know who it is. And my daughter yelled at me and said, they're both the singers. So apparently I did not know that. I'm old. What are you going to do? So that's what this is called. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my black again and make it kind of like a doodly kind of thing. And just bring it in, because I'm loving and digging the background. Kind of doing that. And then I'm going to go over my heart itself. And these Faber-Castell Big Pit markers are the bomb. I'm sorry, I love them. I have them in several colors. I just love them. And you see how they go over, and this paint isn't even all the way dry. And it just goes over it, and it takes over, and it's like, I'm doing it. I mean, look at that. How awesome. And I got a little bit of green paint on there, you see? You just go and wipe it on your rag or whatever you have. No biggie. But it's called, well, if my hand's twisted and work that way, Faber-Castell's Pit Artist's Pen Big Brush. And they are fantastic. So, ultimately, I want to write in this. But I don't know. But I think I might. Because that was my whole thing. This was a really hard one for me. What did I say the name was? I better double check. I think it was Same Love. Yeah. I gotta make it. You never know with me. People who know me know that. Same. Who are we to judge who people love? Love who you love and let people live and let live. That's my thing. Same love. Awesome. And I think down here, I'm going to do, I just love this background. I hope that you guys can really see it. I'm going to hold it up. And because I can't quit, I wish I was a really good doodler. I can doodle, but it takes me a while, and I don't like, I hate making this. The video is so long for these things because I'm, but this is my really awesome art journal with Annie. It took me almost 2 weeks to realize what the hell I was going to do. And I just think equality should be for everybody, for everything, for women, for men, who you love, what you do, whatever. Equality is important. The song meant a lot to me. I had wrote a post about it and even posted the song. I lost my son to suicide. He was bisexual, and unfortunately, some family members, how do you say this nicely? Could not accept that, did not like it. There's a whole mess of drama behind that. And then on top of that, my son had bipolar and was manic. And added all that together, he just couldn't take it any longer. So, you know, this is for all those kids out there growing up who feel like they have nobody in the world to trust or who will love them for who they are. You know, especially when they're your kids, love them. You know, because you never know. So this song hit me hard, but this is what I did from it, and I hope you guys check over at Art Journal with Annie. I'll put the link in my description, and join our journaling. This is the song for this week, and she puts up a new song every week. So peace, be kind to each other. You never know what battle other people are fighting, and, you know, live your life, live and let live. I should have wrote that over here. Bye, guys. Thank you so very much. Please share my videos. I appreciate it.